Hello everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible? Please let me know. Am I audible? Okay. So, as it's been known, let's start with this MCQs, right? Low sound. Okay. Low sound, audible, no? Chalo. So, बच्चा लोग wish you all a very, 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 very happy Republic Day, and let's start with as many MCQs as possible. Okay. Chalo. So here we start with the MCQs. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So here it is, question number 1. And I want you all to keep answering, okay? आप जितना आंसर देंगे उतना अच्छा रहेगा. Doubts रहेंगे, you can put it up on the chat. I will certainly try to solve it out. So identify the incorrect statement about ABA growth regulator. ABA growth regulator. Now that is nothing but it's abscisic acid. Right? This question, as you can see in everything, in all the questions, wherever these questions have been repeated, तो वहां पर कौन से कहां पर ये questions पूछे गए हैं, I've already put it up. So definitely this will tell you कि like how questions are asked in different competitive exams. This should certainly help you out. So identify the incorrect statement about ABA growth regulator. Your options are A. It increases the tolerance of plants against different stresses. B. It acts as general plant growth inhibitor and inhibitor of metabolism. C. It helps in seed maturation and dormancy. D. It promotes morphogenesis and differentiation of shoots. So these all are the statements given, and you have to find out the incorrect statement. Incorrect, that is the wrong statement. So, but obvious, out of these 4, there is one wrong statement. So remaining 3 statements ought to be the correct statements. So your time starts now. Now answer me for this question. Identify the incorrect statement about abscisic acid being a growth regulator. So what's the answer for this question? Come on. So the answer is, the wrong statement here is, it promotes morphogenesis and differentiation of shoots. This is certainly a incorrect statement, a wrong statement, because it's all about the abscisic acid as a growth regulator. Okay. Question number 2. Growth of an organism is characterized by dash. A. An irreversible permanent increase in size of an organ. B. An irreversible permanent increase in size of a cell. C. Both A and B. D. Reversible permanent changes. And your time starts now. Answer me for question number 2. See, बच्चों यहाँ पर, as you know, there is small lag always. So this is the real reason I'm giving you time, or rather there is small what you can say, a kind of a blank that you might experience, that is because of the lag. So here the answer is C. Okay, and I would request all of you, while you give me the answer, please write the question number also. This would be good because कभी कभी क्या होता है कि lag की वजह से I don't understand which question you are exactly answering. So my request to you all is, please put up the question number. So increase in size of the cells is called as the auxetic growth. It occurs in both plants and animals. In plants, auxetic growth is concerned in increasing the cell size. In animals, it occurs in certain tissues, such as muscles of the higher animals, as well as in some organisms like nematodes, tunicates, and rotifers. Okay, fine. Going ahead to question number 3. Which of the following plant growth hormone increases the yield of sugar by increasing the length of stem in sugarcane? This question was asked in AIMS 2017, and your options are A. Cytokinin, B. Ethylene, C. Gibberellic acid, D. Auxin. Come on, answer. So what is used for increasing the length of the stem in sugarcane? And the correct answer is C. Saima, bacha, A answer nahi hai, answer C hai. Spraying sugarcane with gibberellin increases the yield by as much as 20 tons per acre. It increases the length of the internodes, and increased or lengthy internodes will produce more sugar. This statement, if you remember, is, if you would have really read it properly, this statement is as being taken from your NCRT textbook itself. Question number 4. The type of growth where new cells are always being added to the plant body by the activity of meristem is called as dash. A. Closed form of growth. B. Diffused form of growth. C. Open form of growth. D. Discontinuous form of growth. Quite an easier question. And please friends remember, ये जो mixed bag है, इसमें सब किस्म के questions रहेंगे, कोई easy, बहुत easy, कोई थोड़े tough, because the main purpose is to give you as much practice as possible. So my request to you all is that keep solving as many MCQs as possible every day. थोड़ा बहुत time dedicate करना, पढ़ना, रोज का रोज. Okay, the answer for this question is quite easy and predictable. The answer is C, that is open form of growth. See, this form of growth, when new cells are always being added to the plant body by the activity of the meristem, is called as the open form of growth. Now, we all know that the meristems may undergo differentiation to form permanent cells. When the cells become permanent, but obvious, they lose the capacity of division. राइट सो वो बात अलग है कोई कोई मेरिस्टेम्स होते हैं they keep on growing at the points where the growth of the plant body never ceases. For example, the tip of the root and the tip of the shoot. So those meristems are called as the indeterminate meristems, whereas the meristems which later on turn out to form the flowers and the fruits where the growth gets limited are called as the determinate meristems. So these are the types of the meristems based on what tissue exactly is formed by the meristems. Okay. Coming to the next question number 5. One hormone hastens the maturity period in juvenile conifers. A second hormone controls xylem differentiation, while the third hormone increases the tolerance of the plants to various stresses. They are respectively dash. The question had appeared in AIMS 2016. And your options are A. Gibberellin, Auxin, Ethylene. B. Auxin, Gibberellin, Cytokinin. C. Gibberellin, Auxin, abscisic acid. D. Auxin, Gibberellin, abscisic acid. And the correct answer for this question is, bolo socho answer do fatafat. It's gibberellin, auxin, and abscisic acid. See, the hormone which hastens the maturity period in juvenile conifers is gibberellin. The hormone that controls xylem differentiation is auxin, while the hormone that increases the tolerance of the plants to various stresses is abscisic acid. Question number 6. Increase in the girth of the plant or the organ takes place by dash. A. Vascular cambium. B. Cork cambium. C. Both A and B. D. Root and shoot apical meristem. Increase in the girth. Girth is nothing but the thickness. So the thickness of the plant takes place by dash. And the correct answer for this question is, yes, very good, Nidhi, Gnaneshwari, Krishna, Harshada, Janu, Sakshi, Shivani, Sneha, Riddhi, Manasi, Saima, Harshada. Very good. Gnaneshwari, Gargi. I'm sorry if I have missed out on few names. Suraj, Sneha, Yogita. I'm sorry, Laksh, Gayatri, Ronit. Okay, so the correct answer here is C. Please write the question number, okay? Increase in the girth or thickness of the axis of the plant takes place due to the activity of the secondary lateral meristems like the vascular cambium and the cork cambium, and this is called as a secondary growth. Coming to the next question, number 7. In the process of apical dominance, the lateral buds are unable to grow in the presence of apical bud. This is due to dash. A. Less amount of cytokinins in the lateral buds. B. More amounts of cytokinins in the lateral buds. C. More amounts of auxins in the lateral buds. D. Less amount of auxins in the lateral buds. So the answer, come on, answer me for question number 7. The correct answer is less amount of auxin in the lateral buds. बच्चा निधि आपने गलत आंसर दिया है, ठीक है? Less amount of auxins in the lateral buds. See, apical meristems can be found in the tips of the roots and shoots. And lateral buds, they grow due to the presence of cytokinins and not auxins. So they encourage the production of nutrients which helps to slow the leaf senescence. Now, growth in plants is controlled by plant growth regulators, as we all know. And there are various groups which belong to, you have studied ethylene, abscisic acid, auxin, cytokinin, gibberellins. So plant growth regulators are synthesized in various sections of the plant and they regulate differentiation and development. So natural cytokines are synthesized in the regions where there is accelerated cell division. For example, the apex of the root, the shoot buds and the young fruits. So it helps to produce chloroplasts in the leaves. So naturally new leaves also will be produced, lateral shoots will be produced, adventitious shoots will be produced, and cytokinins are able to overcome the apical domination. Okay, so here the answer is the less amount of auxin in the lateral buds. Okay, I hope you got this. So going ahead, question number 8. Growth at cellular level is the increase in the amount of dash. A. Cell wall. B. Cell membrane. C. Protoplasm. D. All of the above. We know unless there is a growth at the cellular level, you can't expect the growth at the level of an entire body of the organism. So growth at the cellular level is the increase in the amount of dash. And the correct answer is protoplasm. So correct answer is C. Okay, protoplasm comprises of what? Cytoplasm, nucleus and other cell organelles. So growth at cellular level includes increase in the size of the nucleus and other cell organelles. So the growth at the cellular level is a result of what? Increase in the amount of protoplasm. Or friends, remember, the increase in the protoplasm can occur even only if the rate of anabolism is much more than the rate of catabolism. ठीक है, so जब नए चीजें बनती है, from simple to complex नए substances बन रहे हैं, तो but obvious सेल के अंदर वो accommodate नहीं हो सकते. अब जब वो सेल के अंदर नहीं accommodate नहीं हो सकते, at that time the cell would obviously decide to go for division, causing increase in the number of cells. Question number 9. Gibberellins can promote seed germination because of their influence on dash. A. Production of hydrolyzing enzymes. B. Rate of cell division. C. Synthesis of abscisic acid. D. Absorption of water through the hard seed coat. This question had appeared in AII MS 2015. You know, it's something related with breaking the dormancy of the seeds. And the correct answer for this question is A. Production of hydrolyzing enzymes. Friends, gibberellin is a phytohormone, right? And it is found in acidic in nature and hence it's called as gibberellic acid. Now, it has a role in promoting seed germination. And how does it bring about the seed germination? By production of hydrolyzing enzymes. So, when these hydrolyzing enzymes in the endosperm are produced, they in turn stimulate the production of digestive enzymes like the proteases, amylases, and lipases, which help to mobilize the stored nutrients. And this induces the seed germination. Did you all understand? Okay. So question number 9, your answer is A. And there are many who have gone wrong here. Sanjana, Sneha, Krishna, Dhaneshwari, Riddhi, Suraj, Shivani. बच्चा आप लोग गलत गए हो, प्लीज करेक्ट योरसेल्फ. ओके, सी ऐसे जब क्वेश्चंस आएंगे जहां पर कंफ्यूजन होता है, थोड़े आप गलत जाते हो, तो इन पॉइंट्स को आप नोट कर देना एंड मेक इट अ पार्ट ऑफ योर सिनॉप्सिस सो दैट यू डोंट फॉरगेट इट. यानी आप ये जब लिखोगे एज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर सिनॉप्सिस, यू सिंपली हैव टू राइट Gibberellins can promote seed germination because of their influence on production of hydrolyzing enzymes. बस इतना ही लिखना है आपको. So you will remember it forever. And see, this is definitely an important question because it has already appeared in AIIMS 2015. So ऐसे जब questions आप solve करेंगे बहुत सारे, more the number of MCQs you practice and you come across such questions wherein at times you somewhere go wrong. Yeah, you are not really having any clue about solving it. इन questions को answer के साथ definitely लिख के रखिए so that this will help you. Okay? So let's go ahead. Question number 10. Growth period of plant is generally divided into dash. Very, very easy question. I don't think you really need any options for this. A, 4 phases. B, 3 phases. C, 2 phases. D, 5 phases. Bolo. Come on, answer. Growth period of the plant. देखो आप हर एक टॉपिक को टारगेट करना धीरे धीरे करके and get stronger in each topic. Definitely it will be my pleasure to help you out, but I want more and more of interaction from your side. Okay, yes, the answer is B. Most of you have given the right answer, but किसने गलत दिया? राहुल बच्चा आप गलत गए हो. साइमा आप भी गलत गए हो. प्लीज प्लीज चेक दिस. और किसने? स्नेहा आप भी गलत गए हो. इट्स नॉट ए. रिद्धि इट्स नॉट ए. देयर आर 3 phases. The first phase you know is the meristematic or formative phase, जहां पर there is multiplication going on in the cells, right? Then the second one is the elongation phase, also at times called as the enlargement phase, and the third one is the maturation phase. So altogether, there are 3 phases in the growth period of a plant. I hope this is understood. Question number 11. Refrigerated fruits maintain flavor and taste for a longer period due to dash. A. Non-availability of oxygen. B. Slower rate of respiration. C. The presence of excess humidity. D. The presence of excess of carbon dioxide. So the correct answer for question number 11 is B. Very good, Sneha. First one to answer. Yes, the slower rate of respiration is the right answer for this question. That is, the refrigerated fruits maintain flavor and taste for a longer period. Next question, question number 12. Constantly dividing cells, both at the root apex and the shoot apex, represents dash. A. Elongation phase of the growth. B. Meristematic phase of the growth. C. Maturation phase of the growth. D. None of the above. Very easy question. So constantly dividing cells, that's a clue hidden there. So what should be the answer? The answer for question number 12 has to be B. Meristematic phase of the growth. See, the period of growth in the plants, is divided into 3 main phases. The meristematic or the formative phase being the first one. The tip region of the root of a plant consists of meristematic cells which are continuously dividing, and these are isodiametric. isodimetric with no spaces between the cells. And that zone is called as the meristematic zone. Here the cells in the meristematic zone have rich protoplasm with large and very distinct nucleus. Cell walls are primary in nature, they are thin and they consist only of cellulose. And these cells have abundant plasmodesmatal connections. So these are the typical features of the cells which are constantly dividing, that is meristematic cells, which are there at the tip of the root and the tip of the shoot. Question number 13. The biological clock measures the length at each night by the dash. A. Amount of far red absorbing phytochrome present at the dusk. B. Relative amount of red absorbing and far red absorbing phytochromes at midday. C. Relative amount of red absorbing and far red absorbing phytochrome present at dawn. D. Rate at which kind of phytochrome is converted to the other. So what should be the answer for this question? The biological clock measures the length at each night by the dash. And the correct answer is relative amount of red absorbing and far red absorbing phytochromes present at the dawn. Now friends, please listen to me carefully. What are phytochromes? These are a class of pigments that control most photomorphogenic responses in higher plants. Now what do I mean by photomorphogenic? That is nothing but as a response to the light. Important plant responses that are regulated by phytochrome system include photoperiodic induction of flowering, chloroplast development, leaf senescence, and leaf abscission. Photoreceptors and circadian clocks, that is biological clocks, are universal mechanisms for sensing and responding to the light environment. So exposure to the red light converts the protein to the functionally active form, while darkness or exposure to far red light converts the chromophore to the inactive form. So plants grow towards sunlight because the red light from the sun converts the chromoprotein into the active form, which triggers the plant growth. So if seeds sense the light using the phytochrome center, they will germinate. So this is the logic behind it. It is slightly out of the syllabus, I shall say. Okay, so आप इस point को जरूर लिखना as a part of your synopsis. That is the biological clock that measures the length at each night is done by the relative amount of red absorbing and far red absorbing phytochromes present at the dawn. Okay, so this is a very different question, and as you can see, it had appeared in AII MS 2015. Coming to the next question, number 14. The cells in the root and shoot apex dash A are rich in protoplasm. B have conspicuous nuclei. C have their cell walls, which are primary in nature, thin and cellulosic with abundant plasmodesmatal connections. D all of the above. So what should be the answer for this question? The cells in the root and the shoot apex. So the correct answer for this question is D, all of these. Very good, Nidhi. Okay. The root and the shoot apices are the extreme ends of the plants where meristematic tissue is present and it is constantly dividing to help the plant grow. So as the tissues are present in two different sections of the plant, their functions are also different. What are the functions? What are the differences? Please remember the apical region of the root is the root apex, which is short in length, less than 1 millimeter. Okay, whereas the apical region of the shoot, which is called as the shoot apex, is relatively larger, about 1 centimeter or rather 1 centimeter more than that in length. Root apex is negatively phototropic and positively geotropic. Shoot apex is positively phototropic and negatively geotropic. The apical meristem in case of root apex is subterminal in position due to the presence of the root cap, whereas the apical meristem in shoot apex is terminal in position. Root apex is protected by the root cap, whereas shoot apex is protected by a crown of juvenile leaves. Root apex is hemispherical or cup-shaped in outline. Shoot apex is dome-shaped in outline. In root apex, leaf primordia are absent, whereas in shoot apex they are present. Okay, so these are few points of differences as an additional information that I've included it here. Going ahead to question number 15. Which one of the following generally acts as an antagonistic to gibberellins? Friends, please remember antagonistic matlab opposite. So which is the hormone which acts opposite to gibberellin? This question had appeared in AII MS 2015 and your options are A. Zeatin, B. Ethylene, C. IAA, D. ABA. So what should be the answer? Which is the antagonistic hormone to gibberellin? The correct answer for this question is D. Gibberellins promote seed germination, whereas abscisic acid promotes seed dormancy. So that is the reason why I can say that gibberellic acid and abscisic acid are antagonistic to each other. Okay. So I think Sneha and Sony, bata aap galat gaye, so please check. Going ahead to question number 16. First, increased vacuolation. Second, cell enlargement. Third, new cell wall deposition. Which of the above are the characteristics of phase of elongation? Choose the correct option accordingly. A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 1 and 3. D. 1, 2 and 3. So answer me for this. Correct answer for this question is 1, 2 and 3. So 16th का answer होगा D. Very good. Students are getting it right. Sneha, Shivani, very good. Question number 17. Vernalization is subjected to plants growing in dash. This question appeared in AII MS 2014 and your options are A. Temperate areas, B. Tropical, C. Subtropical areas, D. Hot region or Arctic region. And the correct answer, vernalization, is subjected to the plants growing in The correct answer for this will be temperate areas. See, vernalization is the induction of a plant's flowering process by exposure to the prolonged cold or winter by an artificial equivalent. After vernalization, plants acquire the ability to flower, but they may require additional seasonal cues or weeks of growth before they will actually flower. Many temperate flowers have vernalization requirement and must experience a period of low temperature in winter to initiate or accelerate the flowering process, or in many fruit tree species to induce dormancy and then break the dormancy prior to flowering. So your correct answer for question number 17 is A. Okay, temperate areas. I would suggest, friends, please ये आप लिख के रखना. Vernalization is subjected to plants growing in temperate areas. आप ये लिख के रखना. Going ahead with question number 18. Phase of maturation is characterized by dash. First, cells attaining their maximal size. Second, proper wall thickening and protoplasmic modification. Third, rapid cell division. Select the correct option. A, 1 and 2. B, 2 and 3. C, 1 and 3. D, 1, 2 and 3. So what should be the answer for this question number 18? The correct answer is A, 1 and 2. Okay? Good, Sneha, Riddhi, Mansi, very good. Very good. You have answered it right. Going ahead to question number 19. A physiological response of the plants to the duration of light and darkness is dash. And this question had appeared in AIIMS 2014. A. Daily phase cycle. B. Photoperiodism. C. Circadian rhythms. D. Biological clock. So what should be the answer? A physiological response of the plants to the duration of light and darkness. And the correct answer for this question is photoperiodism. See, photoperiodism can be defined as the developmental responses of the plants to the relative lengths of the light and the dark periods. So your correct answer for question number 19 is B. Question number 20. Growth of plant is dash. A. Arithmetic. B. Geometric. C. Both A and B. D. Additive. So the correct answer for this question, growth of the plants, is, what should it be? It's C, both A and B. See, arithmetic growth is the growth in which one daughter cell divides while all the other cells, they undergo differentiation and maturity accompanied by mitosis. Whereas the geometric growth is the one in which the daughter cells obtained have the ability to divide, but the rate slows down due to nutrient deficiency. Question number 21. Abscisic acid is involved in dash. A. Shoot elongation. B. Increased cell division. C. Dormancy of seed. D. Root elongation. Quite an easy question which had appeared in AII MS 2014. So answer me for question number 21. So the correct answer is abscisic acid is involved in dormancy of the seed. Almost all of you are getting it right. Very good. Question number 22. First, on plotting the length of an organ against time, a linear curve is obtained. Second, LT is equal to L0 plus RT. Third, following mitotic division, one daughter cell continues to divide while the other differentiates and matures. Above are the properties of dash. A. Arithmetic growth rate. B. Geometric growth rate. C. Both A and B. D. Elongation growth rate. So what should be the answer for question number 22? The correct answer is A, arithmetic growth rate. Because in case of geometric growth, a sigmoid curve is obtained on plotting the geometric growth against time. So your answer here is A. Okay, arithmetic growth rate. Question number 23. Hypothetical plant hormones are dash. The hypothetical is something which has not yet been proved. There is no evidence that it can be considered as a hormone. It is just a hypothesis. So hypothetical plant hormones are dash. This question had appeared in AIIMS 2014 and your options are A. Florigen, B. Vanillin, C. Auxin, D. Florigen and vanillin. So the correct answer for this question should be it's both Florigen and vanillin. See, I believe that you will definitely give me the answer as Florigen because somewhere in one of the books that comes as a reference. So remember, some scientists believe that flower initiation is controlled by the hormone Florigen. A German plant physiologist, George Melchers, has also proposed the existence of vanillin. Up from the term, you understand vanillin, that is vernalization, initiating substance, the one which can bring about a start vernalization. So both these hormones are not yet been isolated. So they remain to be called as hypothetical chemicals. So if at all vanillin does not come as an option, then and only then your answer would be only Florigen. But when these are the options given, your answer should be Florigen and vanillin. I hope this is understood. Question number 24. First, lag phase. Second, stationary phase. Third, exponential phase. Arrange these steps of geometrical growth from beginning to the last in a correct sequence of their occurrence and choose the correct option accordingly. Okay, and your options are A, first, second, third, B, first, third, second, C, third, second, first, D, third, first, second. Quite an easier question to answer. We'll solve one more. क्या बोलते हो 25 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करें? One more we'll solve. See, I have got a list of 200. कितने होते हैं? 250 something. for plant growth, only on plant growth. Okay, only on plant growth. So, आप अगर really, if you all are genuinely wishing to practice with me, we shall keep on planning this quite frequently. If you say, but I want more number of students. Ask all your friends to join in. जितने बहुत ज्यादा बच्चे रहेंगे इंटरेक्शन होगा आपसे कोई डाउट्स भी आने चाहिए आपसे कोई डिमांड भी आनी चाहिए आपसे सजेशंस भी होने चाहिए so we all are like a family so I want your active participation because I dream of you being a doctor so I want you all to focus on this very very seriously and do not take this as a time pass please remember ultimately we are investing in the time at this particular point. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 24 is sequence B. That is, first will be lag phase, then would be exponential phase, and then stationary phase. The exponential phase, which is also called as the log phase, or at times it is also called as the grand phase of growth. Keep this in mind. It is also called as the grand phase, a period of growth. Okay, coming to the last question for the session, question number 25. Which of the following plant growth regulators promotes root initiation, flowering, and induces parthenocarpy? This question had appeared in AII MS 2013. And your options are A. Auxin, B. Gibberellin, C. Cytokinin, D. Ethylene. रुक जाइए और आगे सॉल्व करना है आपको so do we make it every day 25 the correct answer for question number 25 is A that is auxin so it's auxins which are responsible for root initiation flowering and also they're involved in parthenocarpy parthenocarpy is nothing but production of a fruit without fertilization being involved. Okay, so I think we would stop here. 25 questions. Let's try doing it as many days as possible. Okay, so let us meet tomorrow at the same time. Maybe 10-15 minutes यहाँ वहाँ हो सकता है. And जितने भी मेरे पास questions हैं, मेरे पास तो बहुत सारे. I will keep studying much more for you if you at all show a kind of an enthusiasm. If you have that flair of really studying well and you have that focused vision, definitely I will help you out by being there with you. Okay? Okay? Every day 25. So every day 25 questions will solve on all the subject, I mean the topics I would say, the entire biology. Okay, and ask many friends to join in here so that we have a rocking session. So see you all. आपको और कोई टॉपिक्स आपको चाहिए जहां आपको लगता है कि आप थोड़े वीक हो या आपको और प्रैक्टिस चाहिए ऐसे कोई टॉपिक्स होंगे तो प्लीज पुट इट अप इन योर कमेंट्स not now after the session gets over so that they reach me on time and I can start making up and see just because मतलब मैं बोल रही हूँ इसीलिए नहीं I want your honest feedback okay your suggestions your comments so that I know I can improve further I'm not as techno savvy as you might be there but then I want to improve on this and every day I want to improve okay because your better can be made best and your best can be made better it's an unending process so आप मुझे बताइए वैसे वैसे हम चैप्टर्स को एक काम करेंगे जो भी आपका सजेशन होगा जो भी आपकी डिमांड होगी उसी को लेकर मैं 25 क्वेश्चंस नेक्स्ट डे के लिए बनाऊंगी will that be okay अच्छा सोनी तिवारी wants me to take photosynthesis chapter done So Soni Tiwari, tomorrow night 10 o'clock, we shall be meeting up for photosynthesis 25 MCQs. एक बार एक काम करते हैं, ये सब जो भी चैप्टर्स है ये एक बार पहले 25 MCQ सॉल्व करके पूरा बायो का जितना भी चैप्टर्स है उतना टच करते हैं, या जैसे भी आपको चाहिए होगा वैसे, एंड देन लेटर ऑन रिमेनिंग सॉल्व करेंगे. क्या बोलते हैं आप? You keep telling me, I will make. Okay. Up Soni Tiwari, first one to give me the suggestion for photosynthesis chapter. So बच्चा सोनी तिवारी पक्का आपके लिए कल रात को 10 बजे photosynthesis chapter लेकर 25 questions लेके हम मिलेंगे. Is that going to be good? अच्छा, शिवानी wants inheritance and variations. Okay, done. परसों inheritance and variations for शिवानी. Okay. But a request. इसमें डालने से अच्छा है ना, once I'm done, once we log off, तब channel के comments में आप डालना, so that it will be a kind of a remembrance or a target for me as well. Okay बच्चा लोग, चलो good night. I would not say go and sleep. Keep studying. Okay, don't waste your time. Okay, चलो.